10 in Moorhead overnight when a chase ended in the median. It ended just after 10 along the highway near First Avenue North.
Dispatchers confirm a chase happened there, but they would not release any other information. They say the Clay County Sheriff's Office will release more information later on this morning. We'll bring that update to you when it's available. Horizon Middle School in Moorhead is holding counseling sessions for students starting today to help classmates deal with the loss of a boy who died in an accidental gunshot wound Friday night in Rumpke Park. Police say a group of kids got a gun and they were handling it in a wooded area when it went off, shot and killed 13-year-old Zane Mesner.
Investigators have not said how the kids got a hold of the gun in the first place. Police now saying it is a tragic accident. They don't expect charges will be filed in the case at all. The suspect in a deadly shooting in Becker County still on the loose, but the sheriff's office says that they don't believe there's any threat to the general public at this time. A man in his car was shot just before 7 Sunday night in the village of Pine Point. It's northeast of Detroit Lakes.
The sheriff's office says a gray Pontiac G6 car with White Earth license plates of 22079 was seen leaving the scene before deputies arrived. An autopsy is confirming the identity of the victim. Anyone with information about the shooting is urged to contact the Becker County Sheriff's Department. A 16-year-old girl is dead and a man now in custody after a shooting Sunday in Bismarck. Officers entered an apartment around midnight and found the victim.
Corbin Lampert is now on jail on a murder charge. No word on what led up to that shooting.
Your heart goes out to those folks, and it kind of turns their world upside down.
The National Weather Service confirming it was an EF2 tornado that badly damaged 3 farmsteads east of Mahnomen over this past weekend. That means winds were between 111 and 135 miles per hour.
Several other tornadoes were also reported on Saturday, but because they mostly stayed in fields, weather officials say they don't have enough information to determine how strong they were. Now, thankfully, today, much calmer in the valley. We go to meteorologist Lisa Green for your Fast Track forecast. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Yes, a quiet start. Not much wind at all in the valley this morning. We're looking out in Fargo. I-94 at the bottom of your screen there as traffic's picking up for the morning drive. And you can see the hazy sunshine going on. There's still some wildfire smoke in the air. Air quality remains in the green to yellow category, so on the lower end. But, you know, there might be some times where it ramps up as we get into the afternoon today. Something to keep in mind. We're at 64 degrees right now in Fargo. Pretty comfortable outside. Moorhead's at 63. The wind very light out of the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour. Similar morning in Grand Forks. Looking from the East Grand Forks side of the Red River, we've got some blue sky there, 61 degrees, calm air in Grand Forks, and just enjoying a quiet morning across much of the region. There are some places that have had some fog and visibility is down a little in spots. At the airport in Grand Forks, we're at 4 miles. Cooperstown is at 5 for visibility, and in the Cavalier area, we're at 5 miles. Baudette, Roseau, that was an area where the fog was a little more dense for a time. We've really improved there. We're at 6 and 7 miles respectively. And then in the Southern Valley, we're looking at about a half of what we'd want to see. We're at 5 miles in Oaks. The maximum report is 10, and so that's the number we want to see, and we're getting that in Fargo right now. So again, visibility has improved, though there's still some areas of haze. Looking at your radar and satellite map, some clouds drifting in eastern North Dakota, but beyond that, it's looking pretty dry. Just a few showers that might be affecting the northwest angle in Minnesota. It's later today as the day progresses, especially afternoon, and especially from there into the later hours tonight. More and more chances for rain and thunder, and we'll see clouds on the increase. Temperatures will be in the upper 70s to low 80s today. Not too much wind, but out of the south into the teens coming up for this afternoon. And a look ahead to the rest of the week and beyond. Upper 70s, low 80s through the week. And of course, heading into the holiday weekend and into the 4th of July, we're looking at temperatures heating up back to 90 degrees by the 4th. So summertime heat coming back as we are looking ahead in the planner. But even now, temperatures in the upper 70s, low 80s, that's right around average this time of year. It's just cooler than we've been for a lot of our summer so far.
Okay, yeah, I've just been so hot out there. This is kind of a relief, if you want to say so, for a lot of folks.
Yeah, especially in those overnights and in the mornings. It's been feeling a lot more refreshing to start the day.
That's for sure. Thank you, Lisa. 6:54 right now. It's unclear if Fargo Public Schools plan to make any changes to its athletic training program after a trainer and teacher was charged with sexual assault last week. Levi Tandy is accused of sexually assaulting a 15-year-old boy at South High School last Thursday. The boy filmed the whole encounter.
School officials did not comment on this story. They say they contract through Sanford for trainers, so they deferred the questions to them. The school activity handbook, though, states that all students must be allowed to work and play in an environment that is free from unsolicited and unwelcome sexual overtures. Most coaches and trainers would tell you that student athlete safety is their top priority, but it is also important that athletes feel comfortable enough to come forward if they do have a problem. A company that disposes of Sanford Health's medical waste has now filed a lawsuit against Sanford and another company overseen by Sanford for what they call inappropriate handling and delivery of regulated medical waste.
Monarch Waste Technologies says Healthcare Environmental Services, or HES, and by extension Sanford Health, engaged in surreptitious activities early in the morning before Monarch staff arrived, designed to falsely show that Monarch had mismanaged the medical waste at their treatment facility. Monarch also says that HES violated state law by delivering a human torso concealed in a plastic container to Monarch. It says an HES employee signed the delivery documents for receipt of the torso, which should have been done by a Monarch employee. We asked the CEO of Monarch if they ever deal with human remains.
Never. It's against our protocols. It's against every part of regulations as we run facilities throughout the country. Typically, recognizable body parts that big, like a torso with things cut off, that goes to proper treatment for a crematorium, not for a shredder. And especially when it's done under cover of, us not knowing. It's just disturbing.
A spokesman for Sanford Health says the lawsuit is the unfortunate result of Monarch's demonstrated inability to perform waste disposal services that it had contractually agreed to perform.
Sanford also says HES denies those allegations made by Monarch and will soon be filing claims of its own against Monarch and otherwise look forward to defending the case. HES previously ran an incinerator in Fargo. It shut down back in 2018. Also back then, neighbors reached out to us right here at Valley News Live expressing concerns about the facility and how it was being run, pointing to medical waste like vials of blood being discovered in public areas, that footage you're looking at now, though this did not lead to any legal issues again in 2018.
Checkable is a new startup in the metro hoping to revolutionize at-home healthcare. Formerly of Minneapolis, the company just opened new headquarters in West Fargo.
The Valley Today's Nishay Taylor live this morning at the new state-of-the-art facility to learn more about their latest launch of at-home diagnostic tests. Good morning, Nishay.
Good morning, Jordan and Ashlyn. That's right, they're doing great things here at Checkable, and we're at their new headquarters right here in West Fargo. And joining me is the CEO, Patty Post. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Patty, tell folks out there what Checkable is and what you're trying to achieve.
So we are making it easy to diagnose your symptoms from home. The goal is to have the first over-the-counter cleared rapid strep test, and so you can diagnose a sore throat from home to know if you need an antibiotic or not.
Okay, I think the story is very interesting because I'm sure people have experienced what you've experienced. Talk a little bit about how you got started.
Well, I'm a mom of 3, and I had kids that got strep a lot, but sometimes it wasn't strep. So I was really plagued with the decision of, do I take them in to get checked and, have a visit that's unnecessary, or should I take them in and then take another one? And it's like 4 times in 1 week, because sometimes I would get it too. And I just realized, why isn't this like a pregnancy test where we can diagnose at home to see if I should bring them into the doctor or not?
Okay, and you have lots of things here. Talk about what other products you have and what other services you offer.
Sure. So we have an app, Checkable Health app, that you can download and you can access telemedicine. And to access the telemedicine, you can use one of our diagnostics. Next week, we're launching 4. So we have a UTI test, vaginal pH, 2 breast milk strips, one to measure alcohol and the other to measure nutritional value. And then we have a full line of supplements that are already available on checkable.com. So everything from melatonin, collagen, a UTI Prevent supplement, which is our #1 seller, great for anyone that is plagued with UTIs, ashwagandha, and all on checkable.com.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Patty. I'm pretty sure people at home that are watching are definitely, feeling intrigued by what you're doing here and definitely feel your pain from how you even got started. So thank you so much. All right, Jordan and Ashlyn, Nishay Taylor reporting live at Checkable's headquarters in West Fargo. Nishay Taylor, Valley News Live.
Yeah, a good saver of time and money as well. I mean, like she said, how many times don't you go into the doctor thinking it's one thing? They say, nope, sorry, I can't do anything for you. You just have to go home. And so to be able to tell that from home is going to save people a lot of time and money. Nishay reporting live. Thank you.
And before we let you go this morning, here's a traffic alert for South Moorhead. It starts today. 14th Street between 20th and 24th Avenues is shutting down for water main work and repavement. The project on the east side of Ellen Hopkins Elementary School. It is slated to run into the middle of September. Expect delays. It's beginning today.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on.
Take care, everybody. Nice to see you.